Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Candace. If you're new here, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. I am 29 years old. I live in Dallas, Texas with my husband and our 2-year-old, and we are expecting another baby girl due in December. I don't know if it's like the third trimester getting to me like the last couple weeks, but I've recently been obsessed with watching these videos about baby products that I regret buying. For me, since this is my second baby, I feel like I have another chance, if you will, to kind of clean up a lot of the stuff that I did mistakenly the first time. So one of those things is definitely going to be the products that I'm purchasing, the products that I'm asking for on my registry, and just some general things. So this video in particular is going to be mainly about like baby products. I'm gonna try to break it down into ones that I really liked, ones that I regret, and I'll try to give you guys like an alternative and explain why, and then things that I'll be trying that are totally new this time. So like I said, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you like seeing videos like this. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so I'm gonna try my best to make sure I insert like pictures of everything that I'm talking about and link as much stuff down below as I can for this video. So I'm just gonna jump right in. So the first category is gonna be things that I really liked for my baby. So just to give you guys some context, because I do believe it's going to be different with every baby. I feel like where you literally live, you're gonna need different sorts of things. For example, we recently moved from New York City about almost a year ago. So my first baby was born in New York City, very cold climate, a lot of commuting, what else? Oh, and she was born in the fall, so it's like, it's gonna be different if like my baby was born in the summer in Arizona. I feel like you would want and need like different things. But I'm gonna start and jump right in. These are in no particular order. So one thing that I really like, and I guess also is kind of a regret, is zipper onesies. You know, when you have your baby shower, you receive a lot of clothes. A lot of them were button-ups. A lot that I purchased were button-up onesies. And I came to find out that zipper onesies are literally the way, the truth, and the light, especially when it's late at night and your baby like had a poop explosion and you just are so tired. You don't have time to be like turning on the light, like fidgeting with the buttons. So highly recommend. And this time around, I'm just getting like all zip onesies. I have not tried the magnetic onesies. I know they have those, but I would definitely say stay away from the buttons. I also feel like the zip onesies, they last in them a little longer because as they get bigger, the buttons just kind of like explode open, whereas the zipper ones, I feel like you might get like a couple extra weeks of use. Two brands that I really like of the zip onesies are Spearmint Love and Colored Organics, and I want to say Booty Baby, but I'll try to put the links of those below. By the way, this video is not sponsored at all, any way, shape, or form. This is just like my true feelings on the products. The second item that I really liked was the Dr. Brown's Anti-Colic bottles. So once again, if you're exclusively breastfeeding, then you could just ignore this, but I was pumping, so my husband was also able to feed the baby as well, or like grandmother, stuff like that. So at first we got, I think it was the Philips Avent bottles that don't have like the little insert that keeps the gas out, because we did supplement with formula a little bit. So I definitely recommend, especially if you're going to be doing like exclusive formula feeding or supplementing with formula, the ones that are anti-colic with the little like aerator in the tube. I think I'll try to put a picture up. The third product I really liked was the MAMAROO. So I know this is really controversial because I've seen a lot of videos of people saying that they actually don't like the MAMAROO, that it was useless. I did not find it useless at all. We lived in a very small 1-bedroom New York City apartment, and there was just not a lot of space to put the baby down and feel comfortable. So the MAMAROO just kind of provided a really nice place that the baby could, you know, gently rock. You can change the speed. And my daughter, she just really liked it. So I usually would get her to sleep and then put her in there and have her sort of like in the kitchen area while I was doing whatever I needed to do, and not have to feel like I have to put her in the crib and use a baby monitor. The next product that I really liked, so this is probably one that you won't use until your baby's like sitting up on their own. I would say between like 4 to 6 months is when we started using the BUMBO chair. I really liked it because I feel like it did encourage her to kind of have a little bit more core strength and sit up. But you also have to be careful because you're not supposed to put the baby in there too early as well. Like I said, for our situation in our apartment, it was just nice to have her have like dedicated places to sit. All right guys, so the next thing on my list that I really liked is going to be, believe it or not, the Costco brand. So that's the Kirkland brand wipes and diapers. So we started out with Pampers Swaddlers. Didn't really have a problem with them, and then I think we used the Pampers Pure Wipes, but I just feel like if you have a Costco card or have access to Costco, they have like fragrance free, like hypoallergenic. I feel like it's pretty much the same, and they are so absorbent. I regret that we didn't start off with those. So I don't know if they have newborn size, but they definitely have smaller sizes all the way through. Like Luna's still in diapers right now, 2 years old. So I would highly recommend it. The next thing we really liked that we got later on was the BREW portable baby bottle warmer. Whoa, that was a tongue twister. So we obviously had like the one that we had at home that we sat on the kitchen counter, but we actually got a portable one because, especially living in New York City, like you can't always just like run back home. We didn't have a car in New York City. It's just so convenient, especially when the weather's cold and you're trying to figure out how you're gonna warm up, you know, your baby's milk or anything like that if you're not, like I said, exclusively breastfeeding. So I really recommend that. It is portable. You just charge it and take it on the go. And yeah, all right, sorry guys, I had to switch positions. I was getting uncomfortable. So the next thing I really liked that we got was the MAXI-COSI, I wanna say like 5-in-1 or 4-in-1 like stroller system. It came with like 2, and I'll link it down below, but it came with like 2 or 3 different like seats. It came with a newborn sized car seat and then like a infant sized seat, if that makes sense. I'll link it down below. But I really did like it. The only little regret is that we didn't think about like the future. So I think what we would have done is gotten the stroller that we have now, which I'm literally totally blanking on the name that we just got, but it can convert into a double stroller because we didn't realize we'd be having like another kid in like 2 years. So it definitely is kind of frustrating, you know, that we went with that one because it is pretty pricey, the MAXI-COSI, but we really did like it. We would take it on walks, on jogs, even though it's not a jogger stroller. It was very heavy duty. It was just super cute. So I would say if you know you're not gonna have any more kids, that's a great option. If you do, I would say look at the double stroller options, the convertible double strollers, not the ones that sit side by side, but the ones that sit like on top of each other. The next thing that we really liked was the Hatch baby machine, sound machine. So if you guys don't know, it's actually very loud for baby when they're in the womb. And so they like having some sort of like white noise in the background when they go to sleep when they're out of the womb. So it is really easy to control. We're actually getting another one this time around. I think it's like their 2.0 or something like that. But it was really convenient. It also has like a little soft nightlight that you can change the color. And then, you know, those first couple months that the baby is sharing a room with you, you don't mind like listening to it as well when you go to sleep. And then I have 2 things left on my like list, you guys, and then I'm gonna move on to my regrets. So I also, in terms of swaddles, I loved the Copper Pearl swaddle. So that is the company Copper Pearl. It's a very large, kind of stretchy, cozy, comfy material. And I'll talk more about like regret swaddles in a second, but I really loved that one. And then I also loved high contrast flashcards and high contrast books. I love the We Gallery high contrast flashcards. For those first couple months, they say that baby like can only see in black and white, and they really need like very high contrast things to spark their, you know, learning and everything. And that is it for my likes, and now we'll go into regrets. So the things that I regret, and I use this very lightly because I don't think they're all terrible. I just feel like I know better and I have better options now. So the first thing is the Baby Bjorn, and I know this could be probably surprising. I actually, like I said, I don't hate the Baby Bjorn. I just will be using wraps. I got the Solly wrap. And I feel like for a smaller baby, it's just way better to have a wrap. It's softer, and when the baby gets older, then I might consider like using a carrier, obviously, for more support. But I feel like for the first couple weeks, excuse me, the baby was just too tiny to be in that big baby Bjorn. And I also have a concern about how it makes their legs grow, and I don't know if this is a myth or not. You guys can comment down below, but I've heard that if you put the baby in there too early, like it can like shift their hips and kind of develop like bowed legs. The next thing that is kind of a regret are getting disposable nursing pads. So the only reason it's a regret is because I just wasn't aware that there are reusable nursing pads. So this time around I'm getting reusable ones that I can just throw in the washer and wash. Make sure you get enough, but it's just going to be better for the planet in general, and they come in really cute colors and whatnot. The next thing that I somewhat regret is the diaper genie. So the diaper genie is great in theory, but for some reason, so many of them have broken on us. I'm looking at it right here in the corner. So many of them have broken on us, and like once it breaks, it just doesn't do the job it's supposed to. So this time around, I'm trying the Ubi, which I heard is like more popular. I think it's a little pricier, but I'm hoping like the price difference will improve the quality. The next thing that is kind of a regret is pacifiers. So like I said, take this with a grain of salt. Every baby is different. My baby did not like pacifiers. Luna would not use a pacifier. And I know this is kind of lucky because we didn't have to wean her off pacifiers, but at the same time, she was not like the baby that would cry and you'd pop a pacifier in her mouth and she'd be okay. She would not take them. So I got so many different types of pacifiers, and this time around I'm only getting like 2 or 3 just to see if the baby even likes them or not before I go crazy on purchasing pacifiers. And lastly in my list of regrets is and I mentioned this earlier, swaddles. So we got so many muslin swaddles, you know, like the cloth ones, because I thought, oh my gosh, they're so cute. They come in all these fun colors. But baby skin is so sensitive, and I just feel like they also don't get super tight for swaddling. So I would definitely recommend either like the swaddle sacks or the copper pearl swaddle that I mentioned earlier. Guys, thanks for sticking around for this long. The things that I'll be trying new, and I can't name like literally everything, but these are the top things I'm excited to try. I never had like a baby lounger the first time around. I never got like a DockATot or the Snuggle Me. This time around, I did get 2 things from Snuggle Me Organic. I got the Snuggle Me Organic Lounger, and I got the Snuggle Me Feeding Breastfeeding Support. So the first time around I did have the, I want to say My Breast Friend pillow that snaps, and I like that one. I just didn't use it a lot. I feel like it was kind of a pain to like snap and unsnap and everything, but this time I'm getting the Snuggle Me one. It looks like a moon. I'll try to pop a picture of it. And I also am getting just plain white burp cloths that I can just throw in the washer all together, like, and not have to worry about like the colors fading or anything like that. I found them on Amazon. They're just literally like white burp cloth, large towels, so they don't need to be anything fancy or cute. I feel like as a first-time mom, you're looking for everything like cute and fancy, and second time around you're just looking for like function. I mean, still cute, but mostly function. The Gather leather changing pads, so I've been seeing these around a lot. I decided to get 2. I got one a couple months ago, and I really love it, so I'm getting a second one. It's just really easy to wipe off the leather changing mat. It folds down super easily instead of like the large changing pads that I did have the first time around, and I just feel like these ones are chicer and they're easier to clean and everything. They come in really cute colors. And then lastly, I am getting the Serenoni blanket. So I'm getting one that's a toddler size, and then one is like a newborn one, and I just have heard that they're really super soft and warm, and that's exactly what we need and we're looking for. So whether you're gonna wrap your baby up with it like while you sit on the couch, or when you're like putting the baby in the stroller and you're going for a walk, especially in the winter, it's just like really comforting to know that they're warm enough. Yeah, whew, you guys. So with that being said, that is pretty much everything that I can think of. Thank you so much for sticking around for this video. Please be sure to drop some comments down below if you are a first-time mom expecting, or if you've been a mom, what you think about some of these, if you have any suggestions. And like I said, please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great holiday season.